Celebration to Adonai. Only weeks you will count. Another offer you must bring. Commandment of Adonai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And at the end 7 will be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And at the end 7 will be. And then the rain when raining, it's a ruach in my being. It's Shabbat, you will celebrate. The Father dwelling is a dwelling you will be. Obedient you will live. Celebration to Adonai. Only weeks you will count. 7 times you will count. You will do it 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And at the end 7 will be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And at the end 7 will be.
Shalom, little friends. Day of Yeshua, our Messiah. Welcome to another delivery of our Shavuot week countdown. Thanks to the Eternal that allows us to reach the complete week number 7, where we have learned a lot with Yossi, Sharon, and Aim, and the little friends of Cielos Nuevos Niños. We have danced the special song of Shavuot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and at the end 7 will be. And today we finally have 7 full weeks and 7 rest. That's right, little friends. Every Shabbat has been very happy and exciting to see a new video, learn from the teaching, and do the activities. Thank you because week after week you have accompanied us, and together we have made the count. We are going to send a greeting to the Talmidei who have contacted us and have shared photos and videos with us, and videos with the activities they are realizing out on Shabbat during the week of their study of the Torah, blowing the shofar, explaining what they learned in the videos of Cielos Nuevos Niños, and especially in the activities of each week of Shavua. We are glad that you like them, enjoy them, and make an effort to obey the Father and His commandments. Remember that on my second live stream, on the second live stream of my little manna, we will announce the little friends. We will announce the little friends who will receive a gift from Yossi, Sharon, and Naim. We would like to give a gift to all of them, but for now, only 3 will receive a gift for sharing with all of us their activities and with diligence. Greetings and big hugs to... Oh wait, but first let me say hi to the brothers and sisters and friends in the YouTube chat. Okay, Shabbat Shalom to Mary Velasquez. Shabbat Shalom to Valentina Lopez, that yesterday was her birthday. Blessing and big hugs to Valentina for being 11 years old actually. Familia Reverdo Dominguez, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to Maria Grijavala. No, I'm sorry that I can't pronounce your last name right. Sorry. Susana Real y Alberto Lucia, Loyola Barley Ford, David Hicks, the brother David Hicks, that's all the way in Florida, that accompanies us through YouTube. Shabbat Shalom to Yaki Luz, that as I seen, there's Anthony, Michelle, Elizabeth, Angie, and Joanne. They're all They're all in a reunion for celebrating the 5th day of Shavuot. Shabbat Shalom to Margarita Ledesma. Shabbat Shalom to Joel Miranda, that accompanies us over there in Mexico, Guadalajara, Jalisco. Shabbat Shalom to Juan Carlos Lopez, that is over there in Mexico, over there in Chaco, Estado de Mexico. Shabbat Shalom also to the brother Juan Francisco Velázquez, that's over there in Chihuahua, in Ciudad Juárez. Also, Shirley Miranda, the little sister of Joel, that's over there accompanying us in Guadalajara, Jalisco. Also, SAV, Shabbat Shalom to the hermana Violeta Natalie Alvarez, that is all the way over there in Guadalajara. Shabbat Shalom to Luz Mergil. Shabbat Shalom to Juana Marquez and to Carmen Romero. And now let's say hi to the little friends that have participated with us since my little mana and to all the way to Shavuot, to the Feast of Shavuot. Well, first we have over here in the list Luciana Chivere Respeto in Cali, Colombia. Also to Abril Gonzalo Ibrianda and Ramera Roja Ushia Argentina Tierra de Fuego, Sophie Aaron Iker, Jonathan and Amy Echapec, State of Mexico, Isaac Jacob, Nayartip, Etepec, Mexico, Agustina in Buenos Aires, Argentina, a Pablo Yohanan, and Dante Joel Revillo Domínguez, Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico, Nathaniel Delgado Vera in California over here, I think in the north, if I'm right. Rachel and Simcha, Santa Ana, Sonora. Andrés Aviles, Caracas, Venezuela. Fernando Jeremiah, Samantha, and Mia over there in Tucson, Arizona. That is, I think it's really close to us in the south, to the South California. Also to Lucia Gutierrez Menses, Cali, Colombia. Eliana and Bethsaida over there. I forgot where it was, but those little friends had shared their videos and showing us how they like obeying the Eternal's Father and Yeshua and His Torah and like everything. Also to Jonas Rocha over there in Canada, also that accompanies us, the hermano Wilmer, the hermana Yesi, and the brother Jaquez, that over here is with us with Cielos Nuevos Niños and with Cielo. Also to Elias and Genesis, Atriel Corena Farfan, Chimacuelan, State of Mexico. Also to Abdriel and Abigail Garduno, State of Mexico. Santiago and Alan Gomez over there in Argentina. Yanina and Abigail Hernandez, Bravo, Catepec, Veracruz, México. Rayen Cario Díaz, Patriel, Chile. Also at Sadiq and Luciana, Colombia. Daniel, Gabriela, and Allison, Holland. Edeline and Dayanil Gutierrez, Tobillo, Colombia. Cali, Colombia, if I'm right. Miguel Ángel Carmillo, Puebla, México. Julieta, State of Mexico. Jonathan Emmanuel Marlim Edelai and Natalil Abigail. Also to Elizabel Jinepec, Colombia, Martín, Colombia, y Jeromue, Colombia. Also to Emma in Panama, Isaac and Elisheva Jimenez, Cuernavaca, Morelos, Mexico, over there in Mexico, that they are accompanying us. Samuel Felipe Rey Jimenez, Sonocha, Cundinamarca, Colombia. Abdiel Majet and Elias, Puebla, Mexico. Adria and Abigail Cano, Chicago, Illinois, over there in Chicago. The brother Asaro Cano with in Chicago. Also in Yaret and Naomi Perez of Chipa, Puebla, Mexico. And finally, to end the list of the little friends, Sarai and Joel Arias Manrique. Little friends, remember to contact us through our social media that appears in the contact of Cielos Nuevos Niños in each video. We want to meet you and exalt the Eternal for your obedience to Him. Today we have a video of Shavua 7, where we will make a completion of all the learnings during this week, so we will remember together. The activity of this last week is very interesting. We hope you will be encouraged, and with the help of mom and dad, do it and share it with all your little friends. But now that we've reached the 7th week, what's next? I know. We are going to ask the little friends. Little friends, with the help of your mom and dad, quickly write in the chat what's next after we hit the 7th week. What should we do? Should we count a little more? Or should we consecrate ourselves to celebrate Shavuot? Here, let's see who answers first. Loading. Loading. I'll wait a little more just to see if there are some people who are gonna answer. Loading. Well, apparently no one has answered, but let's just pretend that someone answered. That's right, little friends. On the day after Shabbat, number 7 is the 50th day. On the first day of the week, known as Yom Rishon, is Shavuot. Very good. Well, now that we are on the same tune or page, do not forget that tomorrow, with the favor of the Eternal, we will see each other again to celebrate the feast of Shavuot, and we will have a special Shavuot delivery. And this we will end the holy appointments of the spring with a lot of blessing. Meanwhile, let's pay close attention and remember the teachings. And remember the teaching, sorry if I stutter. The teachings of these weeks in the Count toward Shavuot with Yossi, Sharon, and Naim, and the narrator friends. Go ahead, brother Antonio, with the premiere and with the premiere of Learning Toward Shavuot. Shalom!
Shalom, little friends. Day of Yeshua. Happy 7th week.
Little friends, what a joy to see you again. Thanks to the Father, it has already been 7 weeks since we started counting towards Shavuot.
Yes, Sharon. Thanks to the Father for his favor, for life in him, and for guiding us until this week 7 in the count.
Yossi, the little friends have been very hardworking and diligent. They have obeyed the Eternal by counting 7 weeks, and that has brought them much joy and blessing.
Yes, Sharon. And we are very grateful because they have been with us in each teaching that helps them to know the Eternal, learn from Yeshua's teachings, and thus live as he likes. They have also elaborated the activity for each teaching, so they have not stopped reviewing the instruction of the Father and the teachings of Yeshua.
Yossi, can we remember what we have learned in all these weeks? I want to make an exhibition that has everything we've learned. That fills me with great joy. But I want to remember together with the little friends.
I think it's a great idea. I will also make a great exhibition with what I learned from the instruction. Little friends, let's remember the teachings of these weeks heading to Shavuot. Teachings from the counting of the weeks heading toward Shavuot.
In the first week, we learned to count weeks according to the commandment of the Eternal Father. In Leviticus 23, the Eternal ordered the holy appointment of Shavuot after counting 7 full weeks each Shabbat, and upon reaching 7 weeks, the next day of the 7th Shabbat on Yom Rishon, the first day of the week. It is a day of holy convocation to meet year after year. And so, week by week, we have kept count together with Yossi, Sharon, and Naim. With the help of the graphic that we downloaded and printed, Naim has jumped week by week as we learn many new and very important things about Shavuot with the teaching of the little friends.
Week 2. We learned from the parable of the wheat and the tares that the parables are teachings from which we learned a lot about the kingdom of heaven. In this parable, we learned that we are in the midst of many people who do not know the Father, meaning they are tares that by their ignorance and rebellion they do not obey the Father, and in the final harvest they will receive a punishment. But we must strive to be wheat that bears much fruit of obedience to the Father. That way, we will be in His dwellings when Yeshua returns. Week 3.
We learn from the parable of the sower that the word of the Eternal through the Messiah is this seed which gives life with water and light. The seed grow and become a plant. After a while, they come to bear fruit. But the human being has not wanted to receive the seed that the Eternal Father wants in us. They have always chosen to create their own kingdoms on earth because they simply want their own kingdom, which is to live disorderly without obeying. So we must strive to be a willing land so the seed of the Torah bears much fruit of obedience, service, and holiness in our lives.
In the fourth week, we learn what water represents in our lives. Water is very important not only in our human life but also in our spiritual life. The water represents the instruction of the Eternal and the good news that Yeshua brought that nourishes our life. In the same way, water nourishes the soil so that it's fertile and the seed grows and bears much fruit. And the Eternal teaches us in the Torah, the Psalms, and the prophets the importance of water. Yeshua also teaches us that we must drink the pure water of the Word of the Father, and we must be careful not to drink dirty water, because what makes pure water dirty are religions, commandments of men, pagan celebrations, rebellion, and disobedience. If we drink from His pure water, then we will live a life in obedience to His commandments, and thus we will serve Him in Ruach and truth every day.
Week 5. We learned that obeying His instructions brings us blessing. After Yeshua resurrected, He was with His disciples for a few days, and before going to heaven, He gives instructions to His disciples. And it was important that they obeyed by saying in Jerusalem, as Israelites, they celebrated the festivity of the weeks year after year. But this year would be very special because the promise made by the Eternal years ago would be fulfilled. While they obeyed the instruction of the holy appointments in Leviticus 23 and presented their first fruits to the Father in the holy appointment of Shavuot. With that, we learned that obeying the instructions of the Father and Yeshua's brings us many blessings. We made 2 lists of the blessings that He brought to the disciples and the blessings that He brings to us as Talmidei of Yeshua as we obey as well. Week 6.
We learn the purpose of the divine presence in us, and that the Father has always wanted to have a home in us, to guide us to all truth. In the time of Moses, the instruction was given on tablets of stone. However, the promise of the Father was He would write His Torah in our minds and hearts. Yeshua spoke to His disciples that when He left, the Father would send His holy breath, His presence, so that they would not be alone in their pilgrimage. The purpose of the Ruach in our lives is to guide us to the truth that the Father has manifested through His words. Yet many people misunderstand it, letting themselves be carried away by the traditions that have been mixed over the centuries, but we must allow ourselves to be guided by the Ruach, and that way we will not be deceived.
Yossi, how much wealth we have in the instruction of the Eternal Father. He teaches us His truth. We just have to take time to study.
Little friends, since we have remembered so many teachings, now let's get down to work. Let's prepare with the help of Dad and Mom an exhibition to reflect on Shavuot as a family with all the activities that we have carried out week by week, since the Eternal has allowed us to reach week 7. In Yom Rishon, we will see each other again to celebrate the Eternal in the Shavuot feast.
Yossi, can you come help me make my exhibition? I want to share it with my little friends. I can't wait to see their exhibitions. And, just like a great family of faith, we will share the joy of this festivity.
Celebration total night. Only weeks you will count. Another offer you must bring. Commandment of Adonai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And at the end 7 will be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And at the end 7 will be. And then the green when raining, it's a ruach in my being. It's Shabbat, we will celebrate. The Father dwelling is a dwelling you will be. Obedient you will live. Celebration total night. Only weeks you will count. 7 times you will count. You will do it 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And at the end 7 will be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And at the end 7 will be.
Counting toward Shavuot.
Shabbat 7. 7 full weeks.
Activity. What we have learned counting toward Shavuot. With the help of Dad and Mom, you must prepare an exhibition with all the activities of the weeks counting toward Shavuot, where you tell us what you learned each week and how you prepared for the festivity of the weeks, Shavuot. Shavua 1, counting. Shavua 2, drawing of the parable of the wheat and the tares. Shavua 3, the sowing of wheat. Shavua 4, the water. Shavua 5, Tomedim of Yeshua. Shavua 6, the Ruach guides me to know the truth. Shavua 7, the Exposition. Little friends, remember to visit the Cielos Nuevos y Tierra Nueva website in the Niños section, www.cielosnuevosytierranueva.org, and download all the material that is totally free. We also have a WhatsApp and Telegram number, +52 33 28 24 91 85, where you can send us your photos and videos when solving this activity of what we have learned heading toward Shavuot by preparing an exhibition with all the teachings and activities in these past weeks of the counting toward Shavuot. Also in Instagram and Facebook, you can find us as at Cielos Nuevos Niños. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, YouTube/Cielos Nuevos Niños, and let us continue learning from the instruction of the Eternal Father.
In the next teaching, Shavuot. After 7 full weeks, the 50th day is Shavuot. Little friends, see you in the next teaching on the 4th annual appointment. It is the festivity of weeks. Shalom!